Hi, Jim Grillo. We're here with Patrick Steffes of the Chicago Convention and Tourism Bureau. How are you, Patrick?
I'm great, Jim. How are you?
Good. I see that we have a nice large booth here.
We do.
And how's the show going so far for you?
Show is going great. Obviously, we're the host city, and we've had a lot of traffic, and there's an incredible amount of interest in Chicago.
And what is the interest now in the meetings and incentives market? What is Chicago doing to kind of target toward that market?
Well, as you may know, we opened the West Building just last month, which is an $880 million expansion of the existing McCormick Place, and it was well designed with the meeting planner and the convention planner in mind. It contains 62 breakout rooms and is state-of-the-art in terms of equipment, Wi-Fi, transportation, loading, anything you could want in a convention facility.
Now, aren't we adding on more hotels as well?
We are. We are actually adding 4 5-star hotels, and they're new from the ground up, including the Trump International Hotel and Tower, which will be the second tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. We're adding the first Shangri-La Hotel in the United States. We're adding a Mandarin Oriental Hotel, and we're adding a hotel called Elysian, which will contain 2 signature Charlie Trotter restaurants.
Wow. I always say Chicago's the greatest city in the world in the summertime.
Correct.
And then for meetings, in fact, we just got out of San Diego and they said, well, it's always 72 degrees year-round over there. And I said, well, it's always 72 degrees indoors in Chicago.
Very good point. No, and the best thing about Chicago in the winter, it's obviously a 4-season city. There's plenty to do year-round. Our cultural attractions are second to none. You can go and see some of the best world-class museums. Of course, we have a great shopping destination. And unlike a lot of our wonderful competitors in the Sun Belt or in the South, everything is very concentrated. You don't need to rent a car when you're here. You can get around walking, public transportation, motor coach. It's a very easy way to get around. It's very compact and very, very meeting and convention and tourism friendly.
Absolutely. And last question, how's the West Building doing as far as future sales?
It's doing great. I know that they've booked a lot of shows. We had the Candy Show in there, I believe that was last week. That was a big hit. They've got a lot of shows that we've taken from existing cities and are moving on. They're coming to Chicago for the first time because they see the building and they know what a phenomenal facility it is.
On a related topic on the incentive market, why would somebody want to come to Chicago? Don't they always think sunny destinations?
Well, I got to tell you, Chicago has the number 1 rated hotel in North America, which is the Peninsula. We have the number 2 rated hotel in North America, which is the Four Seasons. Chicago has the number 1 rated restaurant in the U.S., which is Alinea. So we actually have more of those top-tier restaurant and hotel destinations than any other city that you're going to find. So we've got everything built in, and with all the business traveler we have everything in place for an incentive, a meeting, tourism, everything's already in place.
This is a phenomenal city. It's a phenomenal destination for meetings, incentives. It's clean, it's friendly, it's beautiful, and if they have not checked out Chicago, they should definitely choose Chicago.
And don't forget the Olympics. We're the only applicant city from North America for the 2016 Summer Olympic and Paralympic Games.
And we'll find that out in 08 or 9.
October 2nd, 2009.
There you go. Well, we'll all be sitting at the edge of our seats. Tell our viewers something new, something that we don't know about Chicago yet.
Okay, well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people are not aware that Chicago is the 2016 applicant city for the Summer Olympic and Paralympic Games, which is very exciting. We beat out 4 other U.S. destinations. We'll be competing with that, as I mentioned earlier. October of 2009 is the date for that. A lot of people fly through Chicago on their way to other places. And we are actually in the middle. We're at the beginning stages of an incredible $15 billion O'Hare modernization plan, which is going to add to capacity, reduce delays, add to the convenience and the ease of the airport. And we've actually had multiple international carriers have announced new service to Chicago in the last year, including ANA, which is All Nippon Airways. Virgin Atlantic flies direct from London Heathrow. American Airlines just announced a non-stop service to Buenos Aires starting in December. We have Austrian Airlines as a new service, and we have JetBlue, which is a U.S.-based carrier, is now flying to Chicago from New York, Kennedy, and Long Beach.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, and people may or may not know that we are pretty much the international hub when it comes to the Midwest.
We are, absolutely. Chicago O'Hare is the second busiest airport in the world after Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson, but we like to think we're the best. And when the O'Hare modernization plan is finished, it's going to be a completely different experience for travelers.
Well, what's amazing, too, I think I heard a statistic about Chicago. There's a concentration of so many people within a 300-mile radius. Do you know that stat?
I've heard 500, 300. It's within a day's drive, I know. It's something like a third of the U.S. population. I don't want to misspeak, but we're right in the middle, obviously, for not only the U.S., but Canada, Mexico. nonstop flights to Europe, 7, 8, 9 hours. We're very, very well located. For anything you would want to do for meeting, conference, convention, incentive program, tourism program, you name it, Jim. We're there. We're the location.
Thanks, Patrick.
You're welcome.
Thank you.